Welcome to Lost in the Lakes, and today we're back on a wild camp, this time up Ling Fell. Welcome to Lost in the Lakes, where you get brews, reviews, but best of all, views. Okay, so this week I think we're in with a bit of luck. Can you see that blue sky up there? I think we've got what they call sunny weather. Now it's been raining all day and the midges have just come out, and I think there's about maybe 5, 6, 7, 2 hours of sunlight left, so hopefully by the time we get up there midges would have died down, or at least a little breeze on top which will blow them away. So we're just walking up the road here, and yeah, I don't know if you can see the midges on the camera or not, but they are annoying. We've been, although the weather's been pants this year, it means that the midges stay at bay and we don't have to fight around with them. In fact, I bought a midge net early summer and I still haven't used it yet. There was one time, I think it was Bleaberry, but I got in the tent before the midges could even attack me. I mean, this fell, being a low-lying fell, might still have midges on top of it. The only thing as well, I've put my trainers on and I think it's going to be wet grass on the way up. I ain't been up this fell for a long time. Look what we've got. Blue sky. For now anyway, but that's the prevailing, it's coming in. We did have grey clouds, which you can probably just see. I mean, even over there it looks quite nice. Right, I'm on the sat nav here. Oh, I thought I'd missed a turning, too busy talking to the camera, but we're still on the road. But even so, look at that. That's a golf course on top of the fell there, and don't think there's many of them around, fell top golf courses. Certainly not trainer weather, but I'll endure it tonight and obviously tomorrow. I don't think it's going to rain. It's certainly not forecast to, and we've got, I mean, certainly for now, blue skies, but you never know what the predicting says. But as long as I'm in the tent before it starts raining, and I can keep dry, and if it's clear, it's going to be quite cool tonight. The forecast was saying for 1 degree, so it's going to be the coldest I've had this part of the year, as the nights are dropping in. This time of year, when it's windy and rainy, it tends to be a bit warmer at night, usually about 5 or 6 degrees, and that's what it's been like. You know, the last 2 nights have been really claggy. I haven't had a clear night yet, but we'll soon see what it's like tonight. You'll have to bear with tonight as well. I'm going to be quite tired. I've already fell asleep on the sofa before I came out here. My sat nav is telling me to go a different way, but no, I'm not. I'm going to go around this way, just because it's trying to send me up through that stuff, and it's still wet, so I'm not going to bother doing that. I'm going to carry on up here. Look at that, blue skies. But just peeking around the corner there, it looks like some grey clouds coming in. That over there, we've got Binsey. Looks a lot closer from here. I remember sleeping up there and looking down, first time I've been up Binsey, and looking over here, wondering, realising it's so close. You get different views on the on the western side of the Lake District as you do to the eastern, northeast and northwest. Looking back up the valley there now, I can see, oh look, piking cloud. Right, look at this. Haven't had much sun the last few weeks, so it's really gratifying that I've got even just a little bit of sun. It's going to disappear in a minute, but we've got blue skies above us at the minute, and it looks like we've got grey clouds coming in. If I just pan you around, you can see that long stretch of cloud coming in. It's still quite high, so I'm still hoping that we'll get some sunshine, even sunset. I don't know. It's still looking like we've just got a load of cloud coming in now, and this little sort of section of blue sky is just gonna disappear anytime soon. This, I was just about to say, this sat nav was hell bent on taking me back the way there. I literally just done a point to point, just said right top of the fell, and it was still trying to take me back, but now it's just changed, and we're going up on this corpse road, and as you can see, it's quite a nice little wander up. Fun fact, I was coming down here at a fair shift when I was younger on a mountain bike, in the days where no suspension, and I don't know what speed I was doing, but I got spooked. Came out sunset, I think it was pretty dark, and it was the first time I heard a sheep coughing. Now, which is quite funny actually, speaking about coffins, and I'm on a corpse road here. When you hear a sheep coughing, it sounds exactly like an old man, especially an old sheep, and it's sort of really spooky when you're on you're on a corpse road and you hear like an old man just sort of coughing like that. It really got me. So I came down here a lot quicker, a lot quicker than I thought I was gonna do. Yeah, it really did spook me. Just looking down here, looks like there could be a nice little camp there. But yeah, as I get older and spend more time in the fells, you know that there's nothing dangerous up here. There's no animal that's gonna do anything to you. Okay, sheep can probably come up and rub against your tent, but I think most of them are so used to wild campers now. I mean, tents used to look a bit more stable than they do now, I suppose. But I think sheep are just used to they know what tents look like these days, and they know that people are in them. But yeah, you do hear strange things going on at night, strange noises. I was lying just with my head without a pillow, just on the thing, and I could feel this kind of movement underneath, and you could hear like digging, scraping noises. I was a bit really sort of spooked out by that one, and quickly doing a bit of research. It was a bloody mole, wasn't it? Tunnelling underneath, and I could hear it. Yeah, that's what that was. Bloody mole. So I think it was roughly around here when I heard the sheep. I was only just starting to sort of cruise down this little section on my 90s rigid mountain bike with some pretty sketchy lights that probably only had an hour of light on them. They're a bit different these days. I think the light on this sat nav's probably brighter than the light I had on my thing with my double D batteries. Hear that bang? That's I think people shooting, and this is what you get in the countryside. There could be a shoot on. It's a Saturday afternoon. There's plenty of pheasants in them there hills. It does sound like fireworks popping, but the way they are, you can hear a bang bang, almost like a double barrel 12 gauge, whatever you call them now. It's fairly clear over there, looking at Scotland. The mountains look fairly close today. You would think, you know, it'd be quite hazy, but it's not. And we might be just missing what looks like a bit of a rain shower. Oh, what looks like a bit of a rain shower over there. I'm not too sure which way the wind's actually going, but I think we might have missed that one. Anyway, we'll get on the top here and have a look for a pitch. A couple of YouTubers I watch have been up here a couple of times, so I do know if there's one pitch that gets the better views, but there's another one further on. There's almost like a bit of a plateau on the top of this fell, so we can pick and choose, I think. Hopefully there's not two people, but if not, we can go down over there. We've still got time to have a little walk around and see what we've got up there. Just coming up to this col. Well, it's not quite a col, it's kind of, there's a little bit over here. I'm gonna have a quick look over. I'm doing all right for time. Don't think I'm going to get rained on yet, but I just want to have a look at this little section here. A couple of piles of stones there. I'll just have a look over and see what it's like for a wild camp. These stones look like almost like windbreaks that have been put in. I don't think they're quite, yeah, very small windbreaks. You can get a sheep or one person in there. Just come up to the top of here and see what it's like. It's always nice to have a little wander around. There's my intended hill, but we've got this little lump next to us. Actually, there's a few little bits. It's very much like Sail Fell. Over there, you've got Sail Fell, where you've got pretty much ledges all the way down. And I suppose it being very close to each other, they follow the same geography. Right, we're up at the top. Got a lovely 360 view. Can see over, just see over back of Whinlatter, Broom Fell, Lord's Seat over in the distance, and Bath. Right, I'm gonna have a little wander about, because it's been many a year since I've been up here, and I'm just never know where I want to camp. I might just go off the back here. Don't know, there's plenty of spots. You could go right near the top if you wanted. But we'll have a little look around, eh? Right, we're gonna go here. Wind's coming in this way, so I can set my tent up and look over that way towards Binsey. So exactly the opposite way I was looking. I was looking this way when I was camped up Binsey. It was just kind of off the top on this side. I'm not going to get a sunset tonight, so I'm not really too bothered. But we've got about an hour before the sun actually does go down below the horizon. So I'm going to get this tent put up and sort it out. I always talk through these things, but keep forgetting there's a trig point right there. Right. Tent pegs, poles. Get this out of the way. Oh, I think we're going to go. Yeah, the perfect place is there, but there's a load of sheep shit, so I think I'm just gonna. I need to get my jobby wicker out. That's one good thing about being prepared, getting all your stuff, knowing what you've got where. This is my little jobby setup. So, got some bags there and some toilet roll. Jobby bag. Right, let's get wicking. Like the perfect spot's right here, but there's so much crap on it. So I think here's going to be the place. I keep changing my mind. Right, let's just angle it that way a little and get this tent pegged out. Good thing about this place is you can see the wind coming. Yeah, the weather coming. Yeah, you can see the weather coming, so you can you can see Isle of Man as well. You can get ready for whatever's coming your way. You sit right on the coast. Probably one of the closest fells to the sea on this side. You can even see where I camped the other night, and I couldn't even see what I was doing. Okay, just sitting here now. I've got everything out. Got my bag lofting away. But I don't know if you can hear that noise. I don't know why I lifted the mic, the camera and the mic's there. You can hear that low buzzing noise I'm getting. I've had this with another tent, and if you get it in a certain angle, the strings vibrate or something's vibrating at the top. So I'm going to go out and have a look and try and investigate what it is and maybe pull something tighter or what. But I don't mind the buzzing, but it's just, you know, that could get annoying all night. So I'm going to go out before it gets too dark and I'll have a look. Oh, by the way, look, don't know if you can see, but you can see all the rain showers. They're all just going across the north there. They're sort of hitting Carlisle, I think probably Spatria, somewhere like that, Wigton maybe. Just going up the coast there, and we're missing this whole bank of rain, and it goes all the way around, and I think it's all going to go that way. So I think we've hit the jackpot. We've got that coming our way, which doesn't seem to be too bad. You can still see the Isle of Man just off the in the distance there. There's the trig point, so we're right on the top. This on a clear day would be lovely. You can just see Scotland, and if you come in the right time, it's one of the very few places in England where you see land, sea, land, and then the sunset over the land. So yeah, you have to come the right time of year, but you can actually see that. The sun is setting, you can just see bits of red. The sun will be over there somewhere now, hidden behind the clouds, but where you can see it. So it is yeah, quite an expanse of rain. I mean, look how dark it is over there now. And we're still fairly clear. So hopefully that one gets past us and it stays like that Okay, right, I'm going to get set up and get ready. It's bloody cold out there, so I'm going to get something warm on, I think. Right, that's me all set up. Starting to get a bit of condensation. Oh no, that's on the outside, that's all wet. It has rained a little bit, so I've decided to put my bag inside, and that's over there. Right, so now I'm going to get myself to bed and I will see you in the morning. Good morning. Right, so the wind's changed. Tent's over there, and the wind was coming from this direction. Literally, it's flipped 90 degrees overnight. So what was perfectly set up tent is now pushing on the back, so I'm glad I'm in a Soulo. If I'd been in my MSR, I would have had another tent flipping situation, which is not good. I mean, that's why it's probably not good for a summit camp, and this is why Soulos are built the way they are. They can take wind in all directions, which is good. They always say to, try and put it into foot end, but you're not going to pick up your tent in the middle of the night and turn it round. Just still looking over in that direction there, you can see Ling Fell where I camped the other night. Yeah, I think I might go back over there again at some point. That's going to be a nice one. I think today would have been lovely for that. Here, I mean, you can just about see the top of Skidder now over there. So the clouds are just coming in at 3,000 feet, but looks like we've got a bit more low-lying cloud coming in. I haven't checked the weather forecast yet, but I know later on today it's going to be horrendous. So just enjoying it while I can. It's kind of a funny view, this, because you can see more sea than you can see anything else, really, because it's right on the coast. Like I say, the prevailing wind usually does come up, and it's the first sort of high fell from the west coast, really. It's, I say high, 1,200 feet. So I've just come over to the backside of Ling Fell, just having a look at the hills over here, and all this valley here. It's probably hardly ever walked. There's not many paths through it. There's nothing recognised on the map either. Obviously there's a walk over Broom Fell on the ridges there, but actually down in this little valley here, I mean, it looks nothing on the map, but when you come to it, it's quite a big expanse. Not very many sheep around it either. Wind's picking up now and hands are getting cold. I'm going to have to start wearing gloves again. This will be the first time in about maybe 4 months, 5 months since I had to wear gloves. Certainly get cold. Obviously when you're holding the camera, you've got to keep your hands out. You can't really put them in the pockets. And also when you're putting the tent up and taking it down, if there'd been no wind chill, I would say it's probably about 5 degrees, but with this wind chill, we're definitely going into the minuses. Hence why I've got my hood up as well. Right, it's a little bit more daylight now. Pack my bag over there. I'm going to put my tent down. I'm going to see what it's like if I just pull all these guys out, probably about 15 mile an hour, but it does gust to about 20. Just to see what it's like. See what happens when I pull the guys out first. I don't think it'll make an interesting video. I'll probably just sit here like it does. It's such a strong tent. But I just thought it'd be an idea to see what it's like if a guy comes out and the wind's pushing it, the wrong way. So I'll do that now. I'll see if I can film this without the camera blowing over like it did when I was setting up. In fact, what I'll do, change of heart, I'm just going to pull a guy out. Right, that one there, the most important one, what's happened to the tent. Right, so the pole's flexing in a bit now. You sort of see that, so you can see what guys do. And if I just leave the bottom one in, again you can see the flexing on it. So if you were to just pitch these up with one guy up, I'd probably recommend doing the top one. Let's just do a little more of an experiment. Take that one out and put that one in. Tighten this up a little. So it looks like the top ones do a better job than the bottom. It's not as flexing as much. Obviously with them both in together it's better, because this part here is quite vertical. So if I just pop that one on, there you can see the difference now. That pole's hardly flexing. Right, now let's see what happens. I'm going to pull that out, and the next most important one, I would say probably this one here. Right, so you can really see it bending now in the wind. Let's just go and pull this one out. So now basically nothing on this side is holding. In fact, these guys are starting to loosen up a bit now, so they're doing next to nothing, but the tent's still holding. There we go. That's probably about a 20-mile-an-hour gust. And it's still holding okay. I probably wouldn't like to attempt that in higher winds, but you can see the tent sort of flexing now, so you can see what happens. Just going to put the guy back in. Just one, and it's still flexing a little bit. Let's pull this one over here. And again, pull this one back out, but on a separate peg. Now that's nothing in the far side, but you can see how much it does having the guy ropes in. It's hardly shifting, that just having them guy ropes in there. So we've still got two obviously on the other side, but just having them two guy ropes on that side there. I think you can probably see better on this side. Look at that. It's not even shifting. And that's pegged out into the wind with two separate pegs. And we're down two guys, well, four guys I suppose. But the tent's still not moving, so I won't say worst case scenario, but it gives you an idea of what it would be like if some guys popped out. Always make sure you get your main ones in, and having them separate on two different pegs like that really strengthens it up. I mean, I haven't really made much of an effort to get it tight, but you can see the tent's not moving. Let's just pull these two out again. Yeah, you can see that moving in the wind now, and how much it's pushing the tent over. Right, enough of that. I'm going to stop messing around with my tent and get it packed away. That's where we were. Nothing there, nothing left, all gone. Yeah, just double check that I've taken everything. Last thing you want to do is leave like a sat nav or a tent peg or something like that. Oh, here we go, beeping away now. Right, plan is to go back off the same way as I got on, but I might just have a little look at another footpath that I've seen on the map there. Right, from the top of Ling Fell, just noticed a geocache, and it's off in this direction, I think. So I'm looking for geocaches. Always look for kind of loose stones like that. And there we are. One geocache. Let's have a quick look inside. Some paper. I'm going to leave that one. I'm kind of a stealth geocacher. I love finding them. I think it's great. But yeah, I just log that I found it. I don't bother moving anything around. But yeah, not far from the top of that one. Right, 145 finds. Right, so I'm going to take my shoes. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, that's much better. I can walk properly now. So again, just like Sail Fell, this place has got some potential spots for winter. Right, I'm gonna head off down. Yeah, I walked along there to see if it was a potential camping place. Some burnt bits of wood there, so I don't think it'd be rather nice for camping, but there's loads of little ledges, and again the same with Sail Fell. Be a good one to revisit. But yeah, we've had quite a successful night. It's rained on and off through the night, but the wind's kept it dry, and we've had such a nice view all along the coast, and you can still see Scotland. Like, that's probably one of the clearest views I've seen for a while. I mean, obviously the GoPro won't pick it up, but you can see it with the naked eye. There's another random pile of stones, kind of a levelled place. I wonder if this was mined, maybe? I don't know. It just doesn't seem right to be from where they are, what they're for, and it probably is just geographical. Right, we've got a bracken field, so I'm going to have to navigate through this. And there we have it. There's the Corpse Road. That was quite easy. There was a little path through, so I'm going to drop down onto here and carry on to the right there. Right, that was Ling Fell. Wild camping on the top. It was a lovely summit camp, actually. To think 30 years ago since I was last there, getting scared by sheep coughing, and now solo wild camping on the top, and it didn't even bother me. How things progress, eh? Right, that's been Lost in the Lakes, and we'll see you in the next one.